Well, here we are for part 12 of The Steelers Suck. So, I think I took like a week or two break from it, right? But yeah, so after taking another break from the video series, here we are. I got like, let's say, 4 videos left of this. But yeah, so this one is about how our team media needs to start asking tough questions, right? And this is especially meant to be directed at, well, none other than Michael Pettaway Dumlin, the dumbest coach in the history of our franchise. And now, while I've always, been saying how we need accountability for everything that's been going on with this team for the past several years, and it's like I think another big part on why Tomlin seems to always escape accountability is because Art Rooney II, like another thing that he refuses to see is that our team media is just so pussified. Like, they refuse to ask Tomlin any tough questions, and that's a big reason why Tomlin makes himself look invincible by being able to answer these easy sugarcoating ass questions. And Art Rooney II refuses to see it. Now I'm thinking because if we can get because if the media can start asking some tough, hard-hitting questions more often, I'm figuring maybe, just maybe, it can shift something in Art Rooney II to convince him that it's time for change. Now, of course, even this might not work, but it's something worth trying, right? And because instead of all these little sugary and sweet and M&M, Reese's and Hershey's questions, we gotta stop. The media needs to stop asking him those type of questions. It's time to start asking him real, hard-hitting, brutally honest questions. Because when we lost to the Ravens in the wild card round months and months ago, I was watching Tomlin's press conference, and many Steelers fans, including me, were constantly spamming "Fire Tomlin" in the live chat, just endlessly, right? And of course, as we're listening to Tomlin's press conference, not only was it a typical Tomlin press conference, of him using his little word salads, using the same old unmotivated speech time and time again. I mean, the way he sounded, I mean, you would think that we lost a preseason game, right? but no, that's how he reacts to us going from 10-3 to 10-8, including the one and done per usual. And now, as I was listening to that press conference, why is it that not one person in the press box that Dumlin was standing in front of, right? How come not one of them asked him, "Hey, why did you punt on 4th and inches or 4th and 1, whatever the fuck it was, right? It was 4th and short. And we're down 7-0 in a playoff game, right? And I mean, we had already lost 4 in a row, so it's like, what more is there to lose, right? But of course, Tomlin, when we were down 7-0, dude punched the ball away to Baltimore, despite the fact that the first down mark was no more than a yard away, no more than a yard or two away. Yet not one person in that press box asked him anything about that. And of course, nobody in the press box at all seemed to ask him how exactly his game plan seemed to falter, right? I mean, it's like, granted, they're too pussified to ask that in general, but seeing the repeated late season collapses, the one and dones, it's like nobody asked him about that. Nobody ever wants to ask him about those things, about how he keeps collapsing in December, getting blown out in the first round. I mean, I heard somebody say, does it feel like the franchise is stuck, right? But even then, the guy didn't even sound brutally honest enough. But and the questions were so pussified. It's like I couldn't even, like, they weren't even worth, remembering. And even if I did remember them, it wouldn't even be worth bringing them up. But because the only person in that press box at all that even asked any sort of tough questions was what's her name, Missy Matthews, and she even asked Tomlin about what he thinks about the fans constantly questioning whether if he's the right guy for the job or not. And of course, Tomlin gave a typical word-salad ass answer saying, "Oh, I can't answer that question. I feel the frustration." Bullshit. Mr. All Talk, No Action figure. Right? That's what you are. Because I even heard you, after we lost to Kansas City, you said, "Oh, you're damn right these changes are coming." Guess what? We didn't see any of that. We saw no changes there. And of course, and you said that you share the frustration that us fans have with you. If that's the case, why haven't you fired any of your puppet-ass coaching staff yet? You're all talk, Tomlin. You're all talk. You're so all talk, no action. Is that nowadays what I think of you? I think every Steeler fan should think of you like this. Commercial this. You get your all talk. You get your Mike Tomlin all talk, no action figure for $9.88 or $10.70 or $10.07, whatever, right? And accountability not included. That's what I think of Tomlin. All he does is talk and talk about changes only for us to not see any. And I call it complete bullshit about how he claims that he shares the same frustration that us fans do with with what this team has done over the past several years. Because like I say, if he really shared the frustration, he would have gotten rid of all of his coaching staff by now. He would have, but nope. Him and Art keep the same clown show rolling into 2025, and I guess until further notice. But yeah, you see, like the press, like they need to let Tomlin know that he can't just collapse in December, get blown out in the first round per usual, and stand up on the podium and talk to the media about nothing. Okay? They need to let him know that by asking him more tough questions just to make him look. I'm telling you, if you hit him, the more often he is hit with tough questions, because we saw it a few times when Missy Matthews was hitting him with tough questions. The more tough questions he faces during his press conferences, the more and more it'll expose him for the clueless clown that he is, to where the whole world will see that he needs to be fired, and to where that pressure might even start to finally start pressing down on Art Mitch McConnell Rooney II. I'm telling you. We have got to see much more tough questions towards this clown. We got to see it. Because, obviously Art Rooney II is dumb. He's the worst owner in football. But it's until the media stops asking him these chocolatey, sweetie, cinnamon-ass fucking soft-ass questions, making Tomlin look so smart, being able to escape any heat from the media is gonna make Art Rudy II think, or continue to think, that Tomlin is doing a good job. If there's one attempt to maybe get Art to wake the fuck up and fire Tomlin, is to hit him with tough ass questions, and keep backing Tomlin into a corner to where he goes like, they're drinking wine and squashing grapes, or the standard is the standard, or it's a component of me just being fucking retarded and not knowing how to do my job. Right? Like, we... you see, like... because, like... But yeah, until we stop asking him these soft questions and hitting him with hard questions, Art Rudy II will, without a doubt, continue to think that Tomlin is doing a good job. But anyways, I'm out.